camo, getting that massive victory of 13 eliminations at the second place. They're still unable to break the top 10.
Well, it looks like round number 9 is ready. We're getting straight into this one. The crowd have been fantastic today as well, so keep that up, guys. Gentlemen, it's over to you.
So Bala, I want to start things off talking about something we've seen in this game, and in particular in the last match alone, Storm Surge. It took out so many people on initial get-go. We had about 90-something left, I think, coming into like the second, or actually into the third zone.
Yeah.
We saw the Brazilians, Fallen History, both go down to that alone. And it's making you adapt your playstyle quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely affecting a lot of players. There's so many players up the entire time. You can see still nothing going down. You usually see 150-50, and for now.
But then again, so are the sides up top here as they're down to 4 builds left for Fax Fox.
You can see Aim here in the background was farming. As anytime he gets the opportunity, if they're not pushing, they're going to farm. And that's exactly what you need, especially because it could come down to one wall making the difference here. Now more trades going in, but Fax Fox gets an ankle.
He's got 1 build left. He can only cover his high ground for a little bit longer, and that's going to be him now out of the equation. Actually, both players. So the leaders here so far after 8 rounds are going to be out in one of the first duos eliminated. So now that means every other player, if they know those 2 are gone, they're going to be gunning for those top positions.
Yeah, so 429 now, that's where they're going to stay in the standings.
The thing is, we talk about the pinch move, the pincer move, but you also have to be very careful of how the enemy team's being aggressive against you. If they turn around and go in one direction at the same time, like they could do to Nickmercs here, you can get punished. Nickmercs has been downed here by Miz.
So dangerous, that dynamite going to great effect, kind of showing everything, and now Aiden into his own box. He's so good from these positions, though, when his back is against the wall and he has all the cover in the world.
Yeah, but can he do it against 2 is going to be the question now. This should be a fight that the 2 Go boys should be able to win.
We've seen him do crazier things before, and there's the good start, down to 29.
He's got the opportunity to heal here, and I feel like that's maybe what you want to go for. Have your teammate cover you. Actually, Jules is going to be down here. Don't tell me Aiden's going to be able to pick up this 1v2 after losing on his teammate. He gets the first now. He boxes himself up here to buy a little bit more time to figure out where Miz is going to be. And Miz will still have this high ground position. Let's see, Miz is looking for the shot. Nice to build up as well, looking for a great little placement out of his opponent here to block a shot, but he's still able to maintain the high ground. And considering you're in a 1v2, you should be losing the situation 9 times out of 10, and yet Aiden's been able to fight his way out consistently. But he won't fight out this time, as Miz will clean that one up and get his second elimination, but he's lost his partner. That has to be Zayt going for the tags. We see Little J, looks like he's lost out on Zero, his teammate. Actually, no, Zero was still alive over to the side. Crip and Boyer, another duo that we've been really focusing on here in the storm, using the campfire to heal up as well
as
so Boyer. So they're both able to stay alive during this.
This is so rough. In the storm, again, Crippa and Boyer, sometimes this occurs. They have that launch pad, though, but they're split, so they can't use it together. You saw him use that campfire already, but Little J's going to go down to the zone in 2 seconds here. Unfortunately, they're not going to get the elim, but they do group up, and they can launch pad out. Hopefully, there's heals somewhere on the ground for Crippa. Otherwise, they're going to be doing a chain.
And this should be a relatively easy limb. They do get the knock, and they need the finish.
Crippa's still up somewhere.
Yeah. So at least they keep the hope alive here for the 11 guys. Did actually just back off and weren't able to get the eliminations.
Oh my goodness, Kinstar on the second owner.
Going for the battle for the high ground now. He's actually get blocked off here. Kinstar won't be able to get into this position. He still has the bush, though, to eat one of those shots. Sakoner on such low HP. Can these clingers potentially finish him off? Looks like they will not be able to land here just yet, but look how healthy Hunter and Kinstar are.
Oh, but Kinstar finds Scram, and that's the issue. Sakoner's so low. He's backing off, and Scram is by himself now in a 1v2. Sakoner is nowhere to be able to help.
I like that stink bomb, though. It interrupts the extra 50 shield trying to be applied. Again, coming through the clingers as well to be used. And he just cannot get a break. Scram can't get a second to think here to get some sort of health back into this, some sort of semblance of control in this fight.
Now Scram down below. He tried to shield up a little bit, but no, actually Scram was the other one. Jamside and SSK7 picking up Vialanen and a Rift.
They know where I am. He needs to get some sort of damage in or he will be falling. Sakoner going to be coming through, 33 HP left. Kinstar gets the elimination onto Scram.
It's just all up onto Sakoner now. You saw him get... And that's why all these players are sitting around right now still. And you can see Nate says, I have enough of this. There's too many people here. I'm just going to turtle in the zone. They go first. Nope. No challenge on them. But Liquid Chap actually going in. On to Imagine.
Sakoner falls as well, I believe. It's a little bit unfortunate for him.
Chap goes down as he was playing aggressive there. And that's unfortunate for him. Demo takes him out from range. Again, so many players in... Kaiser as well getting shot. I believe that's from Zayt and Sav. Yeah, it is. Imagine returning fire says, hey, stop. That's my teammate, man. That's my freaking teammate.
It's a lot of clingers, a lot of explosives being thrown in here. As you can see now, the damage is being done. Kaiser's going to be dropped about 20 HP. Now the Rocket's coming back from Tyovsky. Does dislodge Zate, and Safas are actually very, very low on HP. And they survive for now. Kaiser has gone down, and Mulligan, I don't know if he's going to be able to get the pickup here with clingers still being thrown. There's so much explosions going off in this area alone.
Yeah, Zate and Saf right now. They managed to actually, you saw Imagine was taking some shots at them, and that's going to actually pay off for Zate and Saf.
Wait, was that on top of the volcano? No. Where did
Yeah.
that shot come from?
That was Jesse onto Tyovsky from 146 meters away. Nice shot there. Somewhat of an incline, but not too deep. You can see Nero's actually using this as advantage. Everybody rotating towards the lava.
How
Look at
sick is this view?
It is actually insane. But the vents are going to cause a lot of trouble. That lava as well. If you bounce on it, you do take a damage, but you do manage to bounce as well. So people are going to need to know how to deal with it. And I'm sure nobody has really had too many of these volcanic endings yet. I talked about the hill. If this starts going up the hill, it's going to be, as Stress would say, a mountain run.
Doesn't that make it more important to already have the high ground here if it does go that way, because you have control of all of those buildings already?
Yep, it's not a steep incline, so it's not like Polar Peak or anything like that, but the players who are on top, he's got to be careful. That wall behind him as well, making their way up.
I guess one of the big differences here, I guess if you compare it to Polar Peaks, yeah, the slope's a little bit different, but you can go inside here and actually not even try to take the high ground. So you can fight from two different angles. You can have so many battles going on, and honestly, if it does go that way, I feel bad for observers because they're going to be earning their money here today.
Yeah.
Jamside and SSK7 still alive, though.
Going into that volcano could be so risky. You got to definitely be careful of where the next zone goes. There, Myth and Cloud as well. So many players on your screen right now. Jesse in the background as well. He's making the run.
We're about to hit that top 25. We start getting awarded points for placements, albeit just 2 for the 25th position, but 2 points is better than no points.
Again, SSK7 and Jamside, they're making a play for high ground again, every single time as the half in, half out zone goes. Nice shot there on the provoke. He goes down. Camo's still up as well. I just saw him getting the elim in the feed. Airwax as well.
Zate and Saf, I think, a little bit low on material, too, since they've been trying to maintain this high ground for some time. You can see Demo and Bizzle going to have the ultimate high ground position for now, as SSK7 and Jamside's going to have actually a hell of a fight on them with Demo and Bizzle above them. You got Iza and Camo next to them as well. Things are starting to get rough for this duo that we've been definitely keeping an eye on. One of the duos who has yet to actually take a victory royale.
3 more duos need to go down for the placement points to start rolling in. It's getting to that position, but no, Jamside is getting grenade launched, and that's tough for him. Spam from all sides. No, he's going to survive. He's going to get the minis off. That's so key. His teammate's still relatively healthy. No, actually, he's only at 99 or 89. So they need to do something. They need to find an elim, but Camo and Issa all the way on mid ground. They're maybe playing for high ground. They just build up a little bit. You can see as soon as that happens, Demo and Bizzle start to react towards it. And as we see the zone, the next one is starting to move. It's going back down towards the lava. And here's the run downwards.
Demo and Bizzle running out of materials, you can see, though.
Oh, who's tracking them? It's Issa and Camo. Got to be careful. Controller gang, we saw there. He actually misses the launch pad there. That's a mistake.
Actually takes an extra 10 damage from that one, but he's going to be able to take it safely. Jamside has fallen, so SSK7 going to be by himself looking to heal up somehow, maybe with some eliminations. A lot of players using this volcanic vents to actually get into the air to get that free rotate, as you mentioned before, but SSK7 is going to fall, unfortunately for him, so they're going to be out of this fight. You can see Myth is going to be down at the moment, but Cloud is still there to protect him, at least to help out potentially.
Nikov getting an elim as well. And now there's so much to watch. Animal's still up. I saw Mitro just a second ago. Llama has 1 HP there getting out of zone. He's going to find one. And here, we can see the standings now. This is so important. Camo and Issa just outside of that top 10.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, with the compact SMG onto Madsen, you can see the crowd is going for it. And Camo takes out. No, Jesse actually goes down the zone. I thought he got him as well. Milan and Smeef. Demo and Bizzle still containing that high ground. We saw them all the way from the beginning. That top of the volcano doing so much work, and Airwax also gets another one.
You see how many players are low on HP, though, so all these eliminations are going to be so important to heal yourself back up to survive long. You see Issa and Camo still on the high ground fighting against Demo and Bizzle. Airwax is going to be on the low ground, as we just saw them pick up a victory before with Nikov. This is going to be crazy, as you can see now. Keyless has fallen, but Bizzle and Demo are still fighting for the high ground position.
Yeah, it's finally going away from the lava now, and still fighting for high ground. Actually, they're going to lose it here. Dementos and Flexi come from somewhere else. I don't see Dementos, actually. Saf still up, Zate's still up as well. They're trying to get a position in zone, trying to stay put to each other. Airwax picking up another one. One build here for Bizzle. He's going to try to find somebody. There's Smeef. He's looking for it. No, Vivid goes down. No, He actually takes Safin.
Yeah, Poach got those 2 eliminations, but he's going to fall for his own trouble as well as Vivid. A little bit unfortunate. Mitro's still going to be alive there. You can still see Airwax and Nikov still looking maybe for the first back-to-back victory royales here so far in this tournament. Demo's going to be actually thrown from the high ground. Sky's going to fall here to Bizzle, which was a much-needed elimination. But you can see there's only 10 players left to go here.
Oh my goodness, Bizzle doing all he can with this one build. Already picking up one. He almost gets another. No, Bizzle and Demo still on height. You can see Bizzle just kind of pickaxing through all these old builds. They're leeching so well, but Smeef now on top with Milan.
Yeah,
4 elims.
4 limbs. You have a lot of HP between the two as well. Demo's going to fall, or at least be knocked down for now as they're looking to make their way through. 7 people left alive here. Milan looking for an angle. He's looking for a shot. He's just not able to get really anything going for him as we see Blackshoe able to clean up quite a few more. Motor's going to fall to Vic and Blackshoe. Going to be up against Milan and Smeef. So a 2v2 breaking down. Campfire's being thrown in as well. You would imagine Milan and Smeef are going to drop on top of them.
The minigun coming out while Milan drops down. You got to be careful though. It's a 2v2 still. So remember, if you do drop by yourself, you're going to be in trouble.
Let's see. Are they going to make the drop? Or are they going to hope they get some chip damage in before? Again, the minigun coming through the builds. They can be knocked down. Here's Milan actually dropped first, but he gets the elimination. He gets the knockdown onto Vic, and that comes down to Blackshoe by himself. He somehow is actually able to take high ground here, but he's taking for damage from the story. He's going to drop in, but drop into 2 players who have him in their sights. And we will see Milan the Prodigy with Smeef, who performs so well in
They kind of see how things are going and you know, and play their normal game, but because they do have the opportunity to get involved in some battles and win some points and take points off of other players, as we can see the duo stand-ins here, that's going to make it even more interesting and more likely for these things to happen.
So the upside to Vinny and Zextro being eliminated so early, I think Speedy is the fact, and Bala said it before at the end of the last game, is that a lot of the other top duos got eliminated earlier on as well. They didn't, not as early as they did, but they weren't able to capitalize and close that gap as massively as we would expect, or maybe overpass them. 20-point difference, it's not bad. It's still a lead, right? But it's not the 91 points they had yesterday.
The only reason, you know, Vinny and Zextro are still #1 is because they accrued a massive lead yesterday.
Yeah.
But like you said, a lot of the top point leaders are also getting suppressed.
Yeah, so you really have to figure things out here, and I completely agree. Like,